Hello, this is freshly shaven Matthew, Robert Payne, and it's not often seen that I'm shaven, and it's a special day today. Uh, just I'm awake and I'm ready to do an interview, which is a bit of a surprise to Tolu. You can see the surprised look on her face that I'm shaven and I'm awake. They're two things that don't happen very often. And this is Tolu Sarah Johnson. She's almost got 200 books. I think she's got about 200 books. She's she does really good interviews here on this channel, and she does produce really good music on a channel that you can see in the description tag. She's a wonderful person, and God really loves her. And she's going to be used here to ask a few questions, and we're going to have an interview with a saint from heaven. I welcome you to this broadcast, and I hope that you enjoy yourself. God bless you, and I'll hand you over to Tulu.
Amen, Matthew. I was just trying to look at your shave. You did shave, but there's still some, so it was a little bit confusing. That was what I was doing. I'm like, where's the shave? Well, maybe your hand was shaking.
My
So,
hand's always shaking. Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. But it's better. I've just written a song that is all in. There's no half in. I wanted to say half is better than none. That might be better in your own case. Wow. How are you doing, my darling treasure? How are you doing today?
I'm good. I forever get surprised at how much you love me.
Why? Why do you get
You
surprised so
know,
much?
you're forever seeking a special place in my heart, and I'm forever letting you in closer. Than you move in closer. It's like you're taking the covers off the bed. You take a bit of
Wow,
cover, and I let you
wow.
have a bit of cover, and you take a little bit more. And soon enough, I'm snuggled on the bed without any blanket, and you keep on taking my love for me more and more and more.
Oh, yeah, I'm just giving you need it, don't you think? You need love. Love will heal all the wounds in your heart. Love that you're receiving from me, that you're receiving from your children, it's making you whole, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. So we're gonna make you the darling of heaven. Remember this song?
yeah,
Yeah. I love you. And I welcome you, Jesus, as well. Welcome, Holy Spirit. Welcome, my darling husband, Ben. Welcome the inhabitants of earth and heaven. And we welcome especially the crews that are behind what I do, which is Daniel, Sharon, June. Is it Diana? Diana and the old crews that work with Sharon. We welcome you all. And I welcome Bethany, of course. She's still our boss lady. She started this with us and we'll always appreciate her. So welcome you all. Thank you. And I shall welcome the visitor of today, or the guest of today, rather, whom I love speaking to. So we've spoken to this person few times, actually more than few times, so many times. Matthew, who do you think that person will be?
don't know.
King Solomon.
King Solomon.
Yeah, I,
Oh,
I love speaking to King Solomon.
oh, yeah, wow.
The sun is in my face. But don't worry, you could still see me, isn't it? I don't want to
Yeah,
stand up to.
see you. You can go and adjust it if you like.
Okay. That's morning sun. Okay, hopefully. That will be enough. Enough, enough, enough. So, how are you, King Solomon? How are you doing?
I'm in a good state and I'm ready for the interview.
Wow. Do you know I was speaking to you today?
Uh,
Surprise.
Emmanuel gave me a tap on the shoulder and said, I'm coming up soon.
Emmanuel. Man, I don't even know. Yes, I forgot to. Emmanuel, you are working with Daniel now, so I need to always welcome you specially. You're the boss behind the scene, isn't it, King Solomon? Emmanuel is the boss.
Yeah, he's one of the bosses.
Wow. So Emmanuel tapped you on the shoulder that you will be coming here today.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
were,
you don't know. Emmanuel and Daniel replace the leading of the Holy Spirit, don't they? And
yeah.
we all get directed by them.
Wow. Wow, Emmanuel. That's such a big responsibility. Don't you think?
No, not really. I can handle being who I am.
Oh, is that Emmanuel speaking?
Yeah,
Uh, well, it's still strange to me. Well, I'm glad you find it okay. Wow. Matthew, are you ready?
yeah, sort of.
What do you mean by sort of, Matthew? We've not even done nothing yet. You just introduce yourself now. I'm excited, whatever, and then sort of, please, please, please,
Please,
please,
please.
please.
uh,
Oh my God, Matthew, please don't make me to be angry. So, King Solomon, are you happy to be here today?
Yes, I'm interested in being here today.
How is heaven treating you?
Heaven is treating me gloriously.
Wow, wow. What is it like seeing God continuously lighting up?
It's wonderful seeing him get happy. It's a good feeling. It's good that his sons and daughters are coming to see him and
Wow.
arouse him and make him happy
Oh,
and talk to him and fellowship with him. He really is, like your song suggests, becoming the darling of heaven.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Do you think that is going to come to pass?
It already has.
Wow.
This your song's been out for a couple of weeks.
Things go so fast in heaven. Yeah, I'm always still thinking yesterday, but yes, you're saying it's maybe 2 or 3 weeks already. It deserves to be the darling of heaven, don't you think?
Yeah, of course.
So now that God has been joyful, will you say he's been more creative?
He's getting better ideas.
Better ideas. Wow.
He's getting better ideas with people. It's like he's a producer of films and people are coming in with fresh screenplays, fresh
Wow.
soundtrack, fresh
Wow.
acting roles. and
Wow.
it's, sitting back as a producer and saying, "Yes, we'll make this film, we'll make this song."
Wow. Wow. That's
So we'll take
beautiful,
we'll
isn't
take
it?
this actor and we'll take this producer and we'll take this director and we'll make a film.
So, what kind of conversations do you think currently energizes him?
Things about cooperation between people, things about loving people as a whole, things about the new direction of heaven, uh, things about all the faiths working together,
Wow.
things about future direction for heaven, future role of people, all different things.
Wow. And what gives him deep satisfaction? Do you know what gives him deep satisfaction?
Fellowshipping with the people of heaven, spending time
Wow.
with them, having barbecues with them, having
Wow.
sausage nights, having
Ice
you know,
cream visit.
celebration, ice cream, having watching movies and watching uh, 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 musicals and watching people perform and sing. And one of his favorite things is to sit in the throne room as you sing his songs.
Are you joking, King Solomon?
Well,
Hmm?
half joking, half not joking.
So which one is joking? Which one is not joking?
Well, sometimes you sing his songs, sometimes Corinne and Patricia sing your songs.
Yeah, that would be good because I'm not a singer.
Yeah, but you're a singer in heaven.
Wow, how is that possible?
Because you got a better voice in heaven.
Wow. So how does God feel when I sing?
Yeah, he loves it.
Wow.
You make him into a little boy.
Oh,
You make him emotional.
Matthew, what is that all about? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so God is growing and getting happier. He loves those songs you wrote about the new heaven. He likes the songs that you're addressing at heaven. He loves the songs you sing to Ben. He loves the songs that you sing to himself. He just loves your songs.
thank you, King Solomon.
And did you publish a new book?
Yeah, mine in the series of the second. What's the name of the series? I'm coming. Just hold on. Let me be right with the series. Yeah, so that series is going to have 8 books, and I've published the number 6 yesterday. So hopefully I'll be able to do the number 7. So it's the second beginning series. Yes, so there's 6 of the books out. Yeah, so the last I published another one yesterday, which is the maker. Yeah, so I've just got 2 more to go in the series, which I will try and do in the next few days. Yeah,
You're a miraculous worker.
thank you.
You do miracles. So you keep on crying, do you?
Yeah, I'm so emotional these days. I don't know why, King Solomon. Mm.
The healing power. It's the healing power of God working on you, transforming you, allowing you to open up and flower.
Wow. That's beautiful. Oh my God. So I hope I don't cry like this in heaven. So I don't want to be a crying baby. But since I am now on earth, I've got,
You're a kindergarten baby.
I've got kindergarten baby in the pulpit. Wow. I was looking at some of the songs yesterday. It says according to how popular they are.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's quite a lot of views on the songs, Matthew. In to a 40 for a channel that's only got 48 people and getting near the most popular is about almost 1,000 now views. That's not bad, isn't it, Matthew?
That's not
For
bad.
a small channel like us. Yeah. King Solomon, I never knew that anyone would be interested in the songs I'm writing because it's going to challenge their beliefs. Well, interestingly, we've been seeing people joining the channel maybe one on a daily basis, which to somebody is nothing, but to us, it is a lot, isn't it, Matthew? Because we know the message we carry can be quite difficult for people to receive it.
Yeah. People are subscribing.
Mm, yeah, they're subscribing. So, King Solomon, what was it like? What do you think of Melchizedek? Do you have a relationship with him at all?
Yeah, I know him.
Do you know him?
He's come round to my place for a barbecue.
Oh,
Had barbecued spare ribs.
oh, I love ribs.
You love ribs?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He's he's had pork ribs too.
I love pork ribs.
You
Actually,
love you love pork ribs?
that's my favorite. Yeah, I love it. It's it's the best meat. Although Muslims don't eat pork, but they're missing out. Pork is so yummy, don't you think?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice. I was watching a reality show, and the guy is a Muslim from Turkey and married this lady, or going to marry this lady who is an American. And the lady was eating sandwich, and the guy took the sandwich and had a bite. And the lady was like, "No, no, 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 no! It's pork in there." And then he spat it out. I'm thinking, sorry, that's what religion does to you, don't you think, King Solomon?
Yeah, most religion you can spit out of your mouth.
I
Oh,
love that. You've
yeah. You like my sense of humor?
Yes, I do. I do. So Evan has just been spitting people out,
Yeah.
spatting them out. Don't you think?
Matthew got a report today while he was watching his TV show.
Yeah,
The room with all the computers down below
yeah,
where people are getting answers to their questions
yes,
and deciding that they're ready to come back to heaven.
yes.
50% of the people got back to heaven.
Wow. You mean from that room, not from the other people
Yeah,
in the hell, of
yeah.
course. Wow. So what happened to the remaining 50%?
They're still asking questions.
Oh, so it's not on their discretion. You pick who comes back.
Yeah, when they're ready, we know when they're ready to come back. They
Wow,
get
wow.
invited to come back, but
Wow.
There's no rush because they're in a nice environment. There's places to sleep. There's food and beverages there. They can just go through the questions one at a time. So rather than just accepting the order and when the videos came forth and the information came forth, their questions are bringing up the information. And the more information they find, the more questions they ask, the more information that comes forward. So they're slowly learning the theology, they're slowly learning the mission statement, they're slowly
Wow.
learning the vision, and they're learning it at their own time. Even if it takes them a month or 6 months, they'll slowly come out, you know.
Wow. Wow. I love that. I love that. People are still allowed to question things, but don't be obstinate. There's difference between questioning and being obstinate.
Yeah.
So so I love the ability for, because I've got a lot of questions as well, but that does not mean that I'm not
Have you got
following.
a lot of questions? There's curiosity for Matthew. He's a bit surprised that you've got a few questions. You've asked about 5,000 questions already, and you're still going. You, you,
It,
you, you have questions for everyone and everything.
have I
You're
ever questioned you in heaven?
you're just a question asker. No, I tend to like to ask you questions when I get to heaven, because otherwise
What?
you just sit at my feet and ask me question after question, and
So you start first.
I can never finish answering questions. You're always putting up your hand and giving me another question. Never stops. Never stops. Never stops. There's never a stop to you asking questions.
Yeah, I've got so much in me to ask. I can't
Mm.
believe I am this in heaven. Tolu.
Yeah, you're crazy, girl. You're crazy.
I love that craziness. I
Uh,
love it.
you're
It
crazy.
helps me to grow, don't you think?
You're crazy, girl.
I keep growing.
Everyone is asking questions. Hey, do you know all the people that were asking God questions?
Yes.
All of that information is in a database for the people in Hull.
Wow. Man.
And the AI will say, based on your previous answer, here are the
Yes.
10 best answers to your question. And based
Yes.
on your previous questions, we believe these are in order of how you'll like the answers. You're allowed to watch every one of the answers, but from number one down is the most important answer for you based on your own feedback and the
Wow.
questions you're asking. And
Wow.
so the IO personally calibrates question after question and feeds some information. So all of what you've been doing for 3 years and all of what other people have been asking questions, it's all in a database. And those computer rooms exist in heaven too. And when the person decides, they go to the question room, and
Yeah.
people are encouraged when they're in the question room to ask other people questions. And the people in hell go to the same question room as people in heaven. It's the same resource. And so they don't actually know that they're in heaven, but they're in a place in heaven that's like a waiting room for them to go to the full heaven. So in the room,
Wow.
they're encouraged on the loudspeakers. If you see someone in the room and you have a question for them, feel free to ask them a question. So the people of heaven and the people of hell are mixing and helping each other learn.
Wow, that's so beautiful. This is the heaven we want, don't you think?
Yeah, it's just a place of learning.
Exactly. And where you feel loved,
And
not condemned.
the people know that now because I've announced that it's come through on the screen. So the
Bless
people
you.
from hell that haven't left that room already know that they're halfway to heaven already,
Wow.
and they're in a place in heaven already. So there's no real rush, and the people of heaven who are in that room haven't gone halfway to hell. They're actually just in the learning center.
Wow.
And
I'm feeling.
if you're in the learning center and someone asks you a question and you've entered the learning center from a place in heaven, just feel free to answer anyone's question if they've got the desire to ask you a question. You're probably equipped with the answer for their question. So
Mm,
if you're in heaven, perhaps that's the place you want to go to the learning center to watch watch information and learn information, but also be there as a ministry to help other people, learn and get the answers. Because we're not about, you know, I want to tell you guys, heaven's agenda isn't to have everyone in hell. That's not God's agenda. God's agenda is to have everyone come out of hell if they can. And, Matthew had a friend that was concerned that everyone was going to hell. It just had to be this way because we couldn't have unbelief in heaven. And although Jesus probably liked his relatives and probably liked the people from his own hometown, of course they were in his hometown, he couldn't do miracles. He couldn't fully be realized who he is. So we're not forcing people to come to understand the voices that speak through this ministry. We're not trying to force people to believe. But there's got to come a time where the Spirit of God is ministering in your life. You've got to recognize the Spirit of God working, and you've got to come into a place of faith. And there's going to be enough answers in that learning center for you to have all your questions answered. And
wow.
it's
Wow.
actually, there's people with emails at home uh, addressed to the learning center, and everyone understands this because they were told by a technician who came to their house, and it's all attached to your own personal computers that you can have questions come up on your computer, and that's a question that someone in the learning center has asked that you can type in your answer to their question, and so they can learn from you too. And so I want to encourage the people of heaven to launch through love into a ministry of helping people, helping them understand their questions and understand the answers to their questions. And perhaps if it's come through to your computer, you've got a new, unique way of looking at the answer to that question. Matthew's not the most amazing person in the universe. He's got limited experience and limited life and limited Bible verses and limited understanding of the concept of God and the concept of being loved, and he's got many limitations. He can't answer every question, and even though Tolu has come out with a lot of questions, the answers to the questions that have come through this platform are limited by the vessels, limited by Matthew's life experience and Matthew's theology. But one limitation we haven't got is all the people of heaven have got unique experiences and unique answers. So if your computer flashes a question, you've been selected by the AI as someone who's got experience that can answer that question. So if you're in heaven and there's a beep on your computer and a question comes back, take your time to give as an extensive answer as you can to that question, because you'll be helping people transition out of hell into heaven. And not only will you be helping people from hell, but people in the learning center. I encourage people in heaven to start to visit the learning center, and rather than going back to the videos and watching them one by one, perhaps you can learn simply by asking questions and watching videos and watching resources based on your questions, rather than based on just strategically looking at videos that have gone in the past. So this is something that the people have been working on and getting ready, and so there's always new additions happening. But it's time for someone not to be rejected by their faith or their belief or what they used to practice. Every person was, every person on earth and in hell and in paradise, they were all born as innocent babies. They all had the spark of
Wow.
life. They all had an innocent spirit. And it's the life that they faced in between then and now that made them into the person they are. But we all came from innocent spirits. We're all innocent babies. And it's time for heaven to come together and use our pooled resource, our pooled intellect, our pooled faith and love to help everyone come in and become part of the heaven that's truly inclusive and loving to everyone.
Wow. Wow. I love what you said there. We're all innocent originally, and we can still go back to that innocence. But you need to be willing to work on yourself. Wow. And what you said is quite important, that the responses that people speak on this platform will be limited by Matthew's experiences. So that will always be the case. But if you want to know more, you've got that opportunity in heaven to dive deeper. So maybe that's why I'm always asking you question, King Solomon. It's just because I want to go another level deeper than what I know already. Don't you think?
Yeah, your questions are always spirit led. You don't personally, you're not personally the source of your question. Many times, it's the inner voice that you hear the questions in, and sometimes the questions are yours, but sometimes, many times, they're from a source that you're hearing. And I'm quite happy to answer questions. It's good to meet Matthew in this state of mind where he's awake, and he's been awake for a while, and we're going to have a good session today. But, you know, it's called the Learning Session, the Learning Center, and it's in a central place in heaven. So most of
Wow.
you have seen that building go up and wondered what it is. So you can go there now, and you know, it contains every answer
Wow.
all your questions. And not only is it what Matthew taught, it's what the other 10,000 people ask God questions, and
Wow.
it's the answers. And AI has done transcripts of it and worked out, files and articles, and made it into a whole lot of resources. So there's whole text answers, and then there's part answers and partial answers. There's videos. There's even documentaries have been made of people's lives and their answers and stuff and their testimonies. So you can click on the answer of the person in a brief article with the answer, and you can click on a part where it says, "Tell me more about the person giving the answer," and it's a brief video about that person's life, their background, and their past, and how they entered in, how they become one of the people asking questions. So you may be interested in someone's answer and want to know more about them. You can click on that file and go and do a biographical look at that person, and you may think that he seems like a really good person that you really relate to. And you can click on his file and look at all the questions he's answered and go down a rabbit hole and just listen to all his answers. And so it's this unending resource, and it's like catered by a restaurant in there. There's a menu in there, there's tables to eat, there's a place next to your computer for you to eat. Also, you can eat in a dining room or eat at your computer, and you can just stay in there for days. There's beds in there, there's place to rest, and for the people who've come out of hell, it's like a new partial heaven for them, and
Wow.
and they'll stay there until they reach a stage where the computer says it's time for you to settle into heaven. And we hope that it's such a beautiful place that you not only leave there and settle into your place in heaven, but start coming back each day because you want to keep on learning. And
Wow.
we hope that the place is such a nice place in heaven that people like to go there for a day trip just to spend time learning. And the people who are from hell will have different clothing. Their clothing will be showing like a darkness on it, like a dullness on it. And the people that exist in heaven will have their raiment, their clothing shining. So if you're a person who hasn't qualified for heaven yet and you've come out of hell, you just know that all the people with shining garments are people who are part of heaven. So you just feel welcome to go up and ask them a question yourself. And we hope
Wow.
that the community there will grow to love each other, and you develop relationships with people that even before you're actually part of the community of heaven, you've got a couple of friends in heaven before you actually transition
Wow.
there. And the Catholics have this idea of purgatory, and you could pretty much call this learning center a place of purgatory, a place where you come to learn lessons. And
Mm.
when you've learned enough lessons and you're ready to transition into heaven, you are. We don't want to force you into heaven. We don't want to have captives in heaven anymore. We don't want people in heaven not to feel comfortable with everything that's going on. So if you're in heaven and you still got questions, you still want to learn things, there's still gaps in your knowledge, feel free to flock into the Learning Center. And the Learning Center can grow. It's got the capability of getting twice as big. So it'll grow and expand to the need required. But I really recommend that you have a visit there and test out our system.
Wow. That is so beautiful, King Solomon. This is such a great idea. And I think this is going to be a test of love for people of heaven. That are you going to love someone that's still in hell, but is now in this place, asking you, are you going to welcome them? That's a good test, isn't it? Don't you think, King Solomon?
Yeah.
Because
It's
some
good.
people might still be judging them.
It's good ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And that is going to test how much loving you are. Because if you meet someone from hell and you're so obnoxious towards them or you're thinking you're better than them, then you still need a lot of work to be done on your heart.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, King Solomon, I was watching a TV program yesterday. This guy was interviewed. It was in coma for, I think, 3 weeks. And in the coma, when he woke up, it was a little bit, it felt like someone that is confused because in the coma, he said it was like he's living his life, like with his wife. They've got two sons of before he went into coma, like maybe 6 or 7, they're very young boys. And then it said his wife welcomed twins in the dream. And then when he woke up, he was asking for the twins. And the wife was like, no, there's no twins here. Said he was living in a glass house. It was so beautiful and enjoying his life. So when he woke up, he was really confused because all the things that he's experienced in that during his coma state, it's not what is happening now on earth. So he came back and he was gradually welcomed back into earth. And then they got married a few months after because they were supposed to get married. So he was able to get back on his feet. And believe me, the wife got pregnant. And do you know what they were pregnant of? Twins. This is a non-religious man. No religion. And they welcome twins. I'm thinking, where was he living?
In the future.
My God. So a lot of people that are in coma, they are living something when they're in coma. Their life is still existing somewhere because they've got their spirit, isn't it? And the spirit can be in coma. This is really interesting. When I was watching it yesterday, I was like, this is such a testimony, especially for someone that is not even religious in any way. So religion does not really matter, isn't it, King Solomon?
It matters to the people who practice it.
But does it matter to you?
Heaven's becoming a new place.
Yeah, that's not the response, King Solomon. I said, does it matter to you?
The direction heaven is going is exciting.
That's still not my response. You're still not answering. You're dodging the question. Does religion matters to you?
It does, it is.
You just answered the question. I don't know whether it's Matty that was dodging the response or you were the one dodging the response. So it matters to you. So will you want heaven to get to a place where there's no religion, or you think you're missing a part of yourself?
It's got a cultural base in people's life, so they can move to a place in heaven that's less Christian, but the people who grew up with Christianity or any other faith may keep the remnant of that faith in the new place that we
Absolutely.
go.
I love that. Can
It's
keep the
like
remnant.
having a child be an adult without no child's memories. It would
Mm,
be make you unsteady on your feet.
I understand. Wow.
Everything you believe in has to have a context.
Mm.
So we can't strip the context out of everyone's life in heaven. They've got to have a cultural or religious background to move into. There's some people in heaven who don't have a faith as a
Which
background,
one?
like the atheists, for instance. But even
Yeah.
atheists have a faith. They have a faith that they side with, a faith that they believe in better than the other faiths. And we just want to make heaven a place where everyone's accepted, no matter what they think and what they believe, and no matter what their life experience was beforehand.
So what about if the religion is love? Does it really matter? We see Christians converting to Muslim, Muslim converting to, and they lose their foundation of where they. I've lost my foundation, King Solomon. I have totally lost my foundation. I don't think any way the way I used to think before. So, what about if love is the basis and the principles of love? You take every good part of each religion and you work from that base. Who says
Yeah.
they cannot?
Sounds exciting to me.
Exactly. Who says they cannot? Everyone can move. They can move from old ways of doing things and then be established in a new way of living.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love. So
Absolutely.
we come through Matthew as a vessel, and sometimes he's limited with the way
Yes,
he
it's
answers.
Matthew that is speaking. That's why I challenge you.
Well, we rely on your discernment, don't we?
Yeah, I know it was Matthew speaking to me. Even though he cannot say he's got any religion. Yes, he is a Christian, but he wasn't really a practicing Christian. He still has this weird connection with the heaven, and everyone always looks at him as a weirdo. There's nothing Christian that Matthew does. He doesn't read the Bible, doesn't pray. So why does he think that you need to be on one foundation for you to be able to enjoy living in heaven? No, we can move all of us into the foundation of love, and we can have these new principles in this book that's just been written, and then we can change our mindset and start living love.
Do you,
That's
do,
so
you-
easy.
do you like the new place in heaven called the Learning Center?
Oh, I love it. Whose idea was that, by the way? I'm suspecting I know whose idea is, but
Who's
I'm not going to say, but when you say yours, if it's true, I will tell you if that's what I was thinking.
Emmanuel's and Daniel's idea?
Wow, I thought it was Charlie Kirk's idea. So
They
it's
worked
good.
with Charlie
Okay.
to get it
Wow.
accomplished.
Wow. Wow. So I got 1/3 of
Daniel's
what
got a learning center in his place that he comes from,
planet. Wow.
and it's a central place of community. More people go there than the throne room, like you'd have a throne room in heaven. More
Yeah,
people
yeah.
gather in the learning center than anywhere else.
Which is good. Which is good because people want to learn. A lot of times when people are stubborn or obstinate, sometimes it's not because they want to, but it's because, like a lot of atheists, they did not want to be stubborn, or they did not want to say no to religion. But when religion is not giving them the answer they want, what would they do?
They refuse it, reject it.
Exactly. Gabriel told me something 2 days ago or 3 days now. It was led to do something, to buy some snacks and everything and distribute it to to children that come to his church. So they distributed the snacks to the children, and one of she said, sorry, he said this girl is like 8 years old, and she approached him and told him that, thank you so much for the biscuit. Whoever you're praying for, his or her prayer is answered because we enjoy that biscuit in our group. Oh, am I gonna? It's not religion, because she's a witch.
Yeah.
The girl is a witch, and she was trying to say, "We accept your gift. Thank you for offering it to us." And I was asking Gabriel, I said, "Why will an 8-year-old who is a witch approach you and tell you that in your church?" Gabriel said, "There's many of them in the church." I said, that some of them, they deal with their parent. When their parent messes up, maltreats them, they deal with the parent. That is at that occasion when someone will come to them, the parent, and they will say they've been going through a lot of challenges, and then Gabriel will say, well, you offended your daughter, go beg her. That's it. Like, just go and apologize and she will let you go. Gabriel is just so weird. So, and then it happens. So the girl told Gabriel and said, we accept your offering. So whoever you're praying for, is our prayers is answered. And I was wondering, I said, Gabriel, do you know that if it was Pentecostal church and you know that someone is a witch, you keep doing deliverance, deliverance, deliverance for that child? I said, why do you live there? So Gabriel said, they're not impacting me in any way. They're doing theirs, I'm doing mine.
I love Gabriel.
Gabriel is just so different. And then so it just makes these children happy by giving them snacks and they're happy, they're excited. I'm thinking that maybe we've been fools in the church. Maybe we need to learn from Gabriel's approach. Because if someone is a witch, no matter how many deliverance you do, they're not going to change.
Yeah.
But you can touch their heart. You can love them in their witchcraft.
Yeah.
And that's what he does, loving them. So love becomes the religion,
Yeah.
not the principle. And that's what we
Yeah.
need to cultivate in heaven. It doesn't matter what that person's background is, whether it's coming from witchcraft, whether it's coming from Buddhism, and you don't understand, still love them.
Yeah.
That's the message. But Gabriel has not been under these messages. How does he know all of that?
He knows the Holy Spirit.
A lot.
Yeah. It's a very different Holy Spirit that he's
Yeah.
into than the church's Holy Spirit.
Yeah, well, because I think his own church is different. It's a different, it's not like Pentecostal churches. Gabriel works similar to, like how the witch will mix different things together. That's how he works. So it's very interesting. But I always like when he tells me unique stories like that and how he welcomes them, how he accepts them, and he knows they are. He knows many of those children in his church are into witchcraft. And he tells me, say, Tolu, they are actually operating like in a realm, 3 realm. It tells me the realm those children are, and tells me that they're very powerful. So there's no need of you crossing their path. Just walk with them in love. So do you think a lot of time we Christians we cross paths intentionally and we don't even have enough power in us to be able to overcome these challenges? Just like Matthew did go to someone in the church. I know you cursed my heart. If you do that again, then what did she do? Multiply it. Matthew is not going to pray. It's not going to do anything. So what was he thinking of?
He's just trying not to have fear of her.
Okay, I understand. But do you think it worked?
No, it had the opposite effect.
Then the fear came anyway, because Matthew became fearful.
Matthew didn't become fearful. He just got cursed by her and it wrecked his heart. Now he is fearful. Now he will never go back to that church.
Wow, that's that's interesting. There's been so many times they will tell me, especially growing up in Africa, they will tell me somebody is a witch, and the person has been so close to me, I didn't even know. I never go challenging them. I don't even tell them anything. I just pray. But they know you know. But there's no need of you challenging them unless if you know you're very strong spiritually, you can attack or fight or go into war, into battle with the person. King Solomon, in your lifetime, you came across a lot of people that are into witchcraft. How did you deal with them?
I had wives that were witches.
You're so bold, aren't you?
So I loved them.
What
I,
gave you that courage?
I loved them in their faith.
Wow.
You can have dark witches or good witches. And a dark witch can be a good witch to you.
Wow.
Look
Wow.
at
Wow.
look at how Taylor Swift is Matthew's friend.
Yeah, but Taylor Swift dealt with Matthew one time, isn't it? Put a spell on him, and then all he could think of is Taylor, 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 Taylor. I want
But
to write this for Taylor.
she just doesn't know that was just her witchy ways. She doesn't know any better.
Wow.
That's how
My
she
God.
normally does it. She tries to control through her witchcraft.
That's what that's what a witch will do, isn't it?
They just do what works. Just like you paying your taxes. It works. Otherwise you get in trouble with the government.
Yeah.
So you do things that you have to do.
Wow.
Yeah. So, it would be really good if Taylor could appear to Gabriel and learn some things off Gabriel, how to do things in the ministry, but like relate to her too.
Yeah, Gabriel is very weird. One of his prayer partners, sorry, I won't say prayer partner, he met a very old man now who is a Muslim who prays in his own ways as well. But of course, he supports me and Matthew in prayer. He's become a very supporter of us. But Gabriel doesn't understand how he does it. But if he gives Gabriel advice, Gabriel will heed to the advice. If a witch gives him an advice, he will heed to the advice. And it's always worked for him. So I don't know what we need to learn from Gabriel, but Gabriel seems to understand warfare in the spiritual realm, and he understands that you respect people, no matter what they call themselves, respect their authority. Because where Christian misses it a lot is challenging people in a very rude manner, or trying to think that you're better than them because you're going to church, or trying to bring them down when you cannot even deal with your own life. How are you going to deal with a witch? Just like Matthew told us about this experience of a church in Australia, where they started praying and then children, little babies were dying
Yeah.
because they were doing,
Women were having miscarriages.
yeah, because nobody told them to go into that warfare.
Yeah.
So I've learned so much in life. In the little town we used to live in Nigeria, there's this massive tree called Iroko tree. I don't know what Iroko tree is called in English, but I only know the Iroko name. I don't know whether you've heard of it, the name of that tree before. But that tree is massive, massive, very big. And then, of course, some people saw revelations and they saw that there are people living in that tree, of course, which is like their house. And it's the first tree you see as you enter the town. So a Christian lady and the husband, they went there to go and start praying. They wanted to cut the tree. She almost died. Was sick. I'm thinking, you need to choose your battles. So I've learned through all of these experiences in life that you don't just go to someone head on and go and attack them. It's rude, it's obnoxious. You just need to allow wisdom from God to allow you to deal with situations.
You
And
know,
I'm thinking,
do you know what it is with Christians?
what is it?
That they operate out of ignorance.
Absolutely. I'm not getting to understand now. Ignorance. I watch a testimony of a lady. She goes to this church like every three weeks, and she goes through the same deliverance experiences. And then she comes back again, she goes through this deliverance. And I'm thinking, how many times are you going to put yourself in this torture? King Solomon, if we were to deliver Matthew, how long do you think it would take to deliver Matthew?
Matthew wouldn't agree to it.
Because it's learning his lessons, isn't it, Matthew?
Yeah.
So we need to love everyone. That's the message. And if Gabriel can be preaching the message, it's not preaching it, it's just living it. And from living it, I'm learning a lot from him. The way he lives his life. It will help anyone. Anyone that steps into his house, it will. It will not ask you, what was your religion first? before I give you the support. Anyone that comes to him. So heaven needs to be lived in that way where people are not challenged by the mountain. I hope the mountain is something that doesn't exist anymore because the idea of are you coming from witchcraft mountain, this mountain, is just not a good idea at all. It creates division. Don't you think, King Solomon?
Yeah, it does.
I can imagine how Tiffany felt for so long being in heaven and the way we started this ministry and we're still like focusing on Christians for a long time.
Do you
It was about,
understand? You understand fully now?
yeah, I do now.
She says, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking the time to understand me.
You're welcome. I've come to understand you guys so well. And I've come to know that there's quite a lot of kind hearted people that are witches. They are just witch because it works.
Works better than Christianity.
Absolutely. Christianity doesn't work, Matthew. So when you had your wives, who you said some of them were witches, what were you trying to achieve, King Solomon?
Dominance.
Wow. I just love you, King Solomon. Why did you want a dominus?
So I didn't want Israel in wars anymore.
Hmm. Because you were not ready to live the life your
It's
father
like
lived.
if Lebanon and Palestine and Iran and Israel, Israel king married all the wives from those other countries, princesses from those other countries, and had an alignment in marriage between them and the four neighbors. There wouldn't be any wars anymore because there'd be a royal family that had
Wow.
wives from every country. And that's essentially what I did. I just married the princesses of other powerful countries so that we wouldn't go to war.
Wow. Where did you get that wisdom from?
Well, I would say the Holy Spirit, God gave it to me.
And do you think it was the best approach?
It's something that worked.
So that's what you knew best.
Yeah.
So you did what you know best. And were you able to achieve the end goal? Because, of course, your father's reign was different from yours, but maybe he had to go to battle because he had to build the foundation, which you were able to continue.
I had success in my rulership. I had success as king.
So do you leaning into heaven now, of course, in changing heaven, advising them from your own experiences as well, giving
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm very happy with what I had to say today, and I'm really glad that the Holy Spirit allowed, or Daniel allowed me to speak about the Learning Center, because I think the Learning Center is the best addition heaven has ever had, not
Wow.
only for the people who are transitioning out of hell, but for the uh, people of heaven to learn. You know, the 50% who went through the Learning Center and transitioned into heaven,
Yeah.
all of that 50% are still in the learning center. They've come back and spent more time in there. That they learned enough to get into heaven, but they learned enough that there's so much more to learn.
Wow. I just love this new heaven, King Solomon. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Sometimes me and Matty just feel like just coming to experience this heaven with you guys. Because it's interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting.
Building something that you don't know what that thing looks like. It's my Matthew and my life has been a work of faith. I was speaking to Ron yesterday, and Ron said, Tolu, oh my God, I'm just in video days on the new series. What is Kingdom Age? And I was telling Ron, I said, the kingdom, actually, while he contacted me, was I commented on this post. I didn't know that it was August baby as well. So I was like, oh, you're August baby. I am August baby. And he said, oh, yes, I'm Leo. 19th of August, I said, oh, I'm Virgo because I'm 30th of August. So it's, well, of course, we share the same month. And it was talking about the series. And I told him that, of course, the Kingdom Age is my best series. So after Kingdom Age, Fireplace will be next. So, and he said, I agree with you. This Kingdom Age has become something else. And sometimes it's like you guys are just moving from 0 to 100 in one go, and something you can't catch up with it. It's so surreal. The experiences, it's like a lot. I was telling myself, well, I feel the same as well. So, but I just have to go along with it. Me and Matty just go along with it. Because if we're trying to understand everything, we'll do nothing. Don't you think, King Solomon? If we wanted to know every nitty gritty of everything that we're doing,
You can't understand the nitty-gritty. You just got to keep on going down the road, you know. You can't
absolutely.
you can't look into every car and inspect every car as you go down the highway. You just got to keep your eyes on the road and travel.
Oh my God, King Solomon, you're right. I love those analogies. You just give me beautiful analogies. I love it. Don't be surprised when you see a lot of your conversations in songs later.
You been taking notes?
Oh, yes, I use these videos. They're so useful for me, King Solomon. I will always have songs to produce. You know how many videos we've done on this platform? Huge. A lot. So, yes, why not go back to preach what you preach in message? Preach it in song as well. Because for a long time, we worship, but we don't learn from the worship experience. You're just praising God, but praising Him for what? Did the praise work for Him all these years, King Solomon? All the worship that's coming from the church every day, was that working for Him?
Not really.
Exactly. Because He doesn't want to receive praise from a child that is not willing to listen, serve Him, love Him. So thank you, King Solomon. I've really been blessed by speaking with you. And I believe people in heaven have been even blessed more because they understand this your learning center that you're trying to, and those people that might not have known about it, they are coming to know about the learning center. And they can go there. If I was in heaven, I would be going to the learning center so often just to go and consume more information about God, heaven, and the people of heaven, of course. So thank you, King Solomon. Have you got any questions for me, King Solomon?
When are you going to give up?
And give up on what? You mean give up my life? When am I going to die? Is that what you meant?
When are you going to give up on this ministry? Things get too tough for you?
I don't give up when things gets too tough for me. Why should you give up because things get too tough for you? You're weakling when you give up when things, because that is the test of your love. When things get tough, that is when you should even double up. That's my principle. But I'll keep praying for Matthew.
Yeah.
As for me, I know myself so well. But Matthew is a different entity as well. So sometimes what I need to do depends on him. It depends on him getting up, being there. So hopefully the God that's helped us so far will help us till the end. But there's no giving up. There's no giving up on earth. There's no giving up in heaven. The journey continues. Have you ever given up on God?
No.
Exactly. So we'll never give up on him. You never give up on the people that you love. You keep loving them through their challenges, through their pain. Anyone that gives up when it gets tough is because you don't love. Because love stays through every situation. So there's no giving up, King Solomon. You just keep praying for me. Thank you. So, Matthew, can we have one question from earth and one question from heaven?
So the one from Earth is Solomon. Do you think the progress in heaven is on track? Do you think they're behind or in front of things? What confidence do you place in Matthew and Tolu achieving all things? It's not the confidence that I place in Matthew or Tolu. It's the confidence I place in God and Daniel and who's in the background. And I've got confidence that someone that came from an alien race specifically to do this job will accomplish this job better than even God, who was failing at it. So I've got confidence Matthew and Tolu will follow the directions of Daniel and Emmanuel, and there's falters. Matthew gets things wrong, and Tolu and Matthew have to struggle sometime, but overall they're doing a good job, and I'm very happy with what they do. So thank you for your question.
Thank you.
And Cynthia, even though she's on Earth, she represents heaven. Uh, yeah, she just wants to ask the people. She doesn't want to ask Solomon anything. She wants to ask the people of the learning center uh, what quality out of 1 to 10 do you think of the learning center? And the answer came back. Everyone has voted 10. There's a couple of 2s and 3s, but that's that. They just Cynthia says they just need to learn how to ask better questions, and they'll be more effective. And they're going to have people help them asking better questions. Um, so I'm happy with that answer, and I want to encourage you and Tolu that you're doing a really wonderful job, and I'm
Thank
very
you.
impressed with what's being done.
Thank you. That's King Solomon, isn't it?
That was Cynthia saying that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Love you. Wow. Thank you, King Solomon. We love you as always.
I love you too.
So where do I start from? Let me go back to my darling treasure. How are you? Another the second time today. How are you doing? Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I enjoyed that message. I enjoyed what was said, and I hope the people of heaven learned something today. And I hope you can all start to access the Learning Centre one by one and learn something. And when you see someone with like a faded, darker attire, just
Hmm.
be ready to answer the question. And when you see them sitting next to you, just say a silent prayer for them that they find the answers that they're looking for, and always be ready to answer the questions and assist them.
Wow. Do you have any wish for heaven?
That it keeps on growing, like we've seen. Your songs that you wrote today were effective and good for heaven. And I just uh, pray. You got to wonder who I pray to. Uh, you know, um, so
Maybe you Daniel.
I just compel Daniel to help us. But I just want to continue on the trajectory that we have already.
Wow, such a beautiful trajectory, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do we pray together?
Sometimes
Wow.
we
It's so
argue together more often.
oh my God. Right
You're,
now, the
you're always challenging me.
it's making you better, isn't it?
Yeah. You don't outright say, give me a better answer to that question. You just ask another question, which has me repeat myself until you finally get to the right answer that you're looking for.
Wow. It just makes you a better God, a better father, because I'm seeing from a different lens now. It's just like when I was asking King Solomon about religion, and he kept saying religion still needs to exist because it's the people's foundation. And it was Matthew I was having to deal with there, not King Solomon. So it's those kind of situations, isn't it? Which I'll keep going back to the question till I get my answer.
Yeah,
Because
you're pretty wise there. I mean, we've got to respect your wisdom.
thank you. Do you try to dodge my questions as well?
I try to.
Are you successful
No?
in well, is it making you am I making you a better person?
Yeah, you're making me better to speak on my feet and be honest.
Oh, that's good.
Understand the underscoring religious ways of mine,
Mm.
and the cliche that I'm set in my ways, and the cliche you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You've been challenging my religious ways and my old dog ways.
Wow. We've got a lot of work to do, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but it's fun. You're achieving it. Whenever
Oh,
you write a couple of good songs for heaven each day, I'll be happy.
wow, that's Matthew speaking there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we don't know who's speaking until you identify who's speaking.
That's Matthew. Oh, I love that, but I guess I will try my best. I would always, always, always try my best for you. So thank you, darling. I love you so much, so much. You make me so emotional these days. But I guess I'm growing. So thank you. Ben, my darling Ben, it's your turn. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How did you think the interview went?
It was, I love it. I love it. It was just very relaxed. And I love the messages that King Solomon brought, especially the learning center was something that was new to me. But I think it's a good idea because maybe sometimes we need to approach things differently. What do you think?
Was it a surprise to you to find out that they stepped out of hell into a new place in heaven?
Yeah, yeah, it
That,
is.
that even though they're in the learning center and they haven't gone to heaven, they're already in heaven?
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? How do you create another city just like that? Miracles do happen. That's miracle to me. So do you enjoy do you love that idea?
Yeah, I do. Charlie
It's
likes that idea.
yeah, I thought it was Charlie's idea, but later I got to know in conjunction with Charlie Daniel idea, Daniel and Emmanuel, because it operates in their own planet. So that's another good thing. Daniel can bring in a lot of positive lessons that they have learned or experiences from his own world to heaven. And that makes it a better
Some,
experience.
some of the answers in the learning center come from that planet.
Wow. Have you been to the learning center yourself?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy going there now?
Yeah, it definitely gives you good answers.
Because it allows you to explore more,
Yeah.
es- especially if you're yearning, if you're hungry for more.
If it comes up with a 20-minute video and you've only got time for a 10-minute video, you can type in and say, cut this to a 10-minute video and it'll edit the video to 10 minutes.
Wow. Heaven is such a beautiful place, darling. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
That's good. Oh, before I forget, do you like the songs I wrote to you?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, I like the one that you wrote that I'm always all in and I never leave something half done.
Yeah, because that's who you are, isn't it?
Yeah,
All in or all out.
yeah.
So you don't do things partially. You're either in or you're out of it. But you're all in for God. You're all in for the progress of heaven. And we need people in heaven just to be all in as well. Matthew, please allow Ben to speak. This one that you just put your hand in your mouth. You're dragging the conversation. I've only got 10 minutes to go. Oh, because I know you're the one interfering with the flow of the conversation.
I don't mean to interrupt the flow of the conversation. It's just making myself comfortable.
Yeah, you just talk. Talk. What has Ben got to say? Let him speak.
Well, I'm really enjoying myself in heaven. I'm enjoying the songs that you're writing. I'm enjoying my time. I'm enjoying my time with you when we spend time together. And even you have been to the learning center.
Oh, are you joking, Ben?
No, you ask the learning center questions and you get good answers and if I left you, you'd stay in there all day.
So you didn't leave him. You didn't leave me there.
No, but you did order some food.
I did order some food in there.
Yeah,
Wow. Because it's such interesting to be among information.
yeah,
Can't believe it. What do you think is more hungry between me and you?
yeah.
Wow. Where does the hunger come from?
I don't know what started it, but it just continues.
Do I ask you a lot of questions as well?
I ask questions, but not as many questions.
No, so I don't
Emmanuel,
ask.
Emmanuel's always a good one to ask questions to. But Emmanuel
Well,
holds secrets.
yeah,
Can't
yeah, it
always
does.
get the answers out of Emmanuel.
It does. Yeah, but that's beautiful, don't you think? That you can hold secret. I love people that you do as well, Ben. Why you even say Emmanuel does what you did so well on the earth and still
Yeah,
do it?
it's got a reason for why it happens.
Yeah, I know. They were all good reasons, but I couldn't believe you could hold things for that long. Yeah, so Ben, it, you and Emmanuel, you're both secret. What do you call it again?
Keeper of secrets.
Keeper of secret. Yeah. So I'm not surprised. Do you think I'm a keeper of secret?
You can be.
Do I keep secret from you?
Not for me.
But I can keep it from people
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I did that. There were so many things I kept away from outsiders because they don't need to know. So thank you, darling. I love you. Take me to the learning center again when I'm in heaven. I want to learn a lot from the learning center. Maybe that could come out in my songs as well. Who knows? So
Maybe. Who
yeah.
knows, though?
Come again.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. So just keep taking me there. And hopefully I keep learning, then I can come back and challenge God on what I learned there. Matthew, why are you crying? If you want to put a good, use a good emoji, like this is a you're loved. Which one is crying face, Matthew? Oh, Matthew, are you telling me I'm crying, crying, crying? Is that what you're saying? Ben, do I cry a lot in heaven? Because I notice I'm so emotional these days. Uh, Matthew, speak. I've got less time, 5 minutes to go, please.
Please. Please.
Yeah. Do I cry in heaven as well?
A little bit.
A little bit. But I
Yeah.
cry on earth more.
A little bit.
Oh, thank you, darling. I love you. And I will always do. Let me give you my love emoji. Love you. Emmanuel, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Mum.
The boss.
Yeah, you like our learning center, hey?
Yes, I do.
The new idea that we brought forth.
Oh, wow. Do
We're
you go
working
there?
on it behind the scenes.
Keep working behind the scene. We can know everything. Me and Matthew can know everything. If we are in heaven, we'll probably know more. But we're still living on earth. So there will always be that limitation, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, but are you feeling good?
Some more people, some more people left hell to go to the learning center today after hearing about the learning center.
Come again. Some people did well.
Some more people left hell and repented in hell to go part of the learning center because they found out more about it. They realised that they're halfway to heaven when they get there, and they know that they can stay there as long as they like until they transition into heaven.
Wow. Wow. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
Wow. Thank you so much for all the things that you guys are doing in heaven.
that's a pleasure, Mum.
I love you, son.
Who are you going to go to now?
I've got 3 minutes more. Let me quickly say hello to my dad. How are you doing, Daddy?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you as well?
I'm staying out of trouble.
Oh, Matthew again. You don't have to involve yourself in trouble, isn't it?
I've got to have trouble with so many wives.
What's your decision?
Always stirring them up.
Well, you are outnumbered. You know, there's a program I watch is called Outdottered. Yeah, you are outdottered, outnumbered. So enjoy yourself, Daddy. Do I still visit you in heaven, Daddy, when I come?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, that's good. And I go to Grandma as well. Grandma and Grandpa, they live together, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's beautiful. I love you, Daddy. Matthew cannot even take her hands from the mat just for us to finish this interview beautifully. That hand needs to always go back in the mouth. Oh my God, Matthew. You're just like that 14-year-old
oh,
boy.
Matthew, not my God.
Oh, oh, Matthew. Like, you're such an adult, Matthew. Oh, thank you, Daddy. I love you. Let me say hello quickly to my second daddy. You know, I've got two daddies now. So, hello, Daddy, too.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you enjoy listening to King Solomon today?
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
Oh, so you're aware of the Learning Center as well.
Yeah, it's good. I've been in there.
Wow. Are you enjoying what you're learning in there?
You can't ask questions that you don't get good answers to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's so good. Wow.
You can go on the left hand side on the banner and say, I ask from a Muslim perspective, a Hindu
Wow.
perspective, a Buddhist, a witch's perspective, and you can click on there and ask your question, and it'll give you texts and backgrounds and things that come from a Muslim point of view.
Wow. Wow. That's so beautiful. Wow. Thank you so much. So, Matthew, I'm going to hand it there today.
Okay,
Maybe we can come back later.
radio. See you, everybody.